Trump will be reinstated as president by the end of the week. The Capitol on high alert as QAnon followers push conspiracy theory Trump will be made president in 3 days. Thousands of National Guard troops will remain in Washington over fears QAnon's claim may lead to another attack on the U.S. Capitol after followers spoke of a military investigation into President Joe Biden. The request for 4,900 National Guard troops to continue their deployments in Washington until March 12th was made by the U.S. Capitol Police, according to a Pentagon official. Obviously, 4,900 is a very large number here on the Capitol, he told lawmakers in Congress. What kind of shit are you trying to post in this chat, sir? That you're getting auto-modded by the Nightbot or whatever. The baseless claim is just the latest peddled by the QAnon crowd, who have been spreading conspiracy theories to millions worldwide over the past few years. March 4th has become the latest date which the QAnon conspiracy storm is swirling around as proponents believe Trump will somehow be reinstalled as president. I would like to hear the details of how they think this is going to be accomplished. QAnon is a wide-ranging belief which covers all manner of outlandish claims. Maybe if you'd be a good boy, you might get your moderation privileges back. QAnon is a wide-ranging belief which covers all manners of outlandish claims. That's sanitized speak for bullshit. But its most central tenet is that Trump has been waging a secret war on a cabal of child-eating satanic pedophiles. It seems their presence is only providing fuel for the QAnon narrative to continue to spread like wildfire across the internet, worming its way into other conspiracy theories. Trump's own Washington, D.C. hotel. This free speech, the concept of free speech for the fucking millionth time, only provides that the government can arrest you and imprison you for what you say. It has nothing to do with you being here in my domain. But I don't make these decisions. There are moderators. They make the decisions on whose comments get posted. I don't do that kind of thing. My hands are clean. You take it up with the mods. Trump's own Washington, D.C. hotel has reportedly hiked its rates on March 4th. It did the same thing on January 5th and 6th, other key dates for QAnon. Yeah, I did actually take away your admin privileges. That's correct. I did do that. Other than that, I just I mod people and I let them use their discretion. I felt like you proved you did not possess the discretion needed to be a mod, as there were multiple times I felt you needed to be modded. They absolutely tried to interpret the words and actions of President Trump very carefully. Yes, he was demoted. QAnon has been previously labeled a domestic terror threat by the FBI over its tendency to inspire violence. The latest bizarre connecting of the dots pushes that Trump will be inaugurated on March 4th and will be installed as the 19th president. Okay, this is going back to the... If you don't know this, I can't even explain. I would need producer Dave or the media winch in here to explain exactly what this theory is, that we've only had 18 presidents, rolling back to the Union to its form it had in 1871. It's insane. Oh my God.
Do you think we're stupid? You think we're fools?
Yes, every single fucking one of you. Absolute morons. Your guess is as good as mine. You can get on Reddit right now and claim that you're Q, and you can say pretty much anything, and they'll take it and run with it. Despite all their predictions failing to materialize and Biden being inaugurated as the president, many Q believers have continued to insist that Trump is still pulling the strings behind the scenes. Closely tied to falsehoods about the election being stolen, pushed by Trump and his most hardcore allies, the conspiracy theorists are claiming a Myanmar-esque coup is about to happen in the U.S. See, they did have a video of a Q supporter here from, I believe this was on CNN. Let's see what they got to say. I'm sure it's
What's
going to
happen at some point is there'll be arrests, and that'll include a lot of the line media, and then there'll be military tribunals.
Hasn't happened? They keep saying that for years, and it's not happening.
It hasn't been years. It hasn't been years.
It's since 2017. It's been years
Believe
now.
me, we're taking it. This is a 6,000-year-old death cult.
Right.
You can't take it down that quick.
I understand you're a very passionate Trump supporter, right? But you surely can admit that the people who stormed the Capitol were Trump supporters.
No, I definitely cannot.
No! She definitely cannot admit it because she suffers from cognitive dissonance. I went back and forth on whether to play a little montage of Trump's comments from yesterday, but we watched them on the stream. We don't need to do that. Here's Greg Gutfeld from Fox News.
Biden have the most disastrous first month of any
talking about Trump taking aim at the Biden administration.
Joe Biden has had the most disastrous first month of any president in modern history.
It's far more dangerous than the alien encounter people. The alien encounter people are kind of fun, harmless.
We knew that the Biden administration was going to be bad, but none of us even imagined just how bad they would be and how far left they would go. He never talked.
Gas prices have went up 40 fucking cents on average.
Never talk about this.
We didn't imagine it would be that bad.
So if a Republican president makes a triumphant return to the White House, I wonder who that will be.
A Republican president will make a triumphant return to the White House, and I wonder who that will be.
So it was just like old.
Greg just said that. What the fuck?
For all of us, while you no longer have his mean tweets keeping CNN anchors up at night, you also have unsecured borders, fewer jobs, a dead pipeline, rising gas prices, a return to a disastrous climate agreement, and rising crime that gets a pass from the cowards of cancel culture. And the only good thing Joe has, the vaccines, came from you-know-who.
Never let
yes, Trump himself was in a lab concocting the
They
vaccines.
just followed now. They're following our plan.
I'm not high enough for
And
this
then he
shit.
laid down the most vital challenge. Would Joe, on behalf of the moms and dads and children of America, get the schools open and open them now?
On behalf of the moms, dads, and children of America, I call on Joe Biden to get the schools open and get them open now.
Seriously, Gutfeld is really just repeating
Finally, I wonder what
the same
we will
thing
see
Trump
for the
said.
next 4 years.
What was the point of even playing the
For the
clips?
next 4 years, the brave Republicans in this room
They really needed to fill time in this Fox News
the
segment.
effort to oppose the radical Democrats, the fake news media, and their toxic cancel culture. Something new to our ears, cancel culture. And I want you to know that I'm going to continue to fight
Something completely
right
new.
by your side. The only division is between a handful of Washington, D.C. establishment political hacks and everybody else all over the country.
But that's not all you're going to see. You will see Trump and perhaps others in the party that will learn from him. Trump showed other Republicans that you got to fight fire with fire. And you know that it worked because suddenly he became an existential threat. That's what happens when you expose the media. Trump offered a clear, succinct difference yesterday. People say he ruined a party. Others say he saved it. It could be both. The Republicans have now become a new party, one for the ignored, the working classes, the opposite of the elites. Time to embrace that as the Dems become no different from its colluders on CNN, those well-dressed dopes controlled by the woke.
No, I think more or less you're going to have to contend with him for another year or so, and then he's going to fade into obscurity. I stand by my prediction. Jail time is probably 50-50, whether he does jail time or not. I mean, like, he deserves it. If there's justice in the world, he does jail time. But whether he actually sees the inside of a jail, 50-50 on that. I do predict he will absolutely be broke as fuck dealing with all his legal problems, and that he will be in no position to run for president, to be invited on TV. But the media is going to milk it for what they can. They're going to get what they can out of the Trump train before it completely runs out of gas or steam or hydrochloroquine, whatever the fuck the Trump train runs on. Here is Jen Psaki, White House press secretary, giving her thoughts on Trump's remarks from CPAC.
Former President Trump over the weekend speaking at CPAC.
I heard that.
He had a quote. He said, President Joe Biden sold out America's children to the teachers union. How does the White House respond to that?
What does that even mean?
I think we're going to spend more of our time focused on communicating about our agenda for the American people than responding to criticism from the former president.
Very much. So yesterday, former President Trump suggested he might run again he will be back in 2024. You said the White House is not paying attention to President Trump, former President Trump, but
No. I think ramen eating Trump is absolutely a reality. That's what happened.
This is one of the reasons foreign allies are still have doubts.
And to be honest, that's probably a far worse punishment for him than going to jail.
President Biden can convince global allies that they can.
But I do not underestimate what is going on in the Southern District of New York. They are investigating him for tax fraud, banking fraud. We've talked about it before. If he does do jail time, that's what he's going to do jail time for. Those investigations are very real and current and ongoing. There are multiple criminal investigations. There are multiple civil actions being taken against Trump. There are criminal investigations against Trump going on in Georgia right now. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that Trump does see the inside of a jail. I'm sure people in France thought it was impossible that Nicolas Sarkozy would see the inside of a jail. I didn't do that story today, but he was convicted, indicted, something. I had it in my list, but I did not select it for tonight. You do have a point with that. He is down with me. Like, this motherfucker has already been eating from the dollar menu for years. He's not a surf and turf kind of guy to begin with. He likes Kentucky Fried Chicken and McDonald's.